Look, I've got a floating little ball. We're gonna call this, I don't know, the Manny ball. It floats. It's flying. Look at it. It's really cool. I know you like it. But welcome to Best in Business. Today we are networking. Yes, we are all stuck at home. We know that, right? So let's network. Let's find some time to collaborate. Let's see what y'all are doing. So comment below what it is that you do and who is your best customer. I'm gonna find you some deals today. Let's do it. All right, so everyone tuning in, thank you for the show. If you're just tuning in, get your comments below. We are networking. Comment below your business and who you do business with. What kind of results can you get for small business owners, for entrepreneurs? Because majority of the people watching right now, they're gonna be one of four categories. They're gonna be a speaker, a coach, an author, or a consultant. Now, they may be something else. They may do far more unique things than one of these four categories. But even within these four, you're gonna find hundreds of different types of industries and people that you could be collaborating with. So comment below what it is that you do. Welcome to the show, Marvin. I hope you like my glowing little ball here. It floats, it's flying, literally, look. It's on its own little spaceship and everything. Yes, my wifey got it for me for my birthday. Yay! By the way, it's my birthday on Friday the 20th. Happy birthday to me. Yeah, 33 years old. Cheers to 33 years. My tea. Hope you guys are having some fun. All right, we got more kitchen offers, cooking classes and kids, adults, as well as catering. We got Sherry Hendrickson tuning in. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? Marvin Wesley, I build systems for small business owners to automate their lead acquisition and sales process. How pretty cool is that? Alicia Curry, welcome to the show. Happy belated to me. Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you very much for that. So in this show today, we're going to focus on networking. I'm going to find you a deal, at least one within my group this week. It's going to happen. All you got to do is show up and follow up. It's really that simple, folks. Really that simple. All right, so we're gonna actually have a really fun show today. I'm gonna be highlighting a few different things. Getting you guys connected to opportunities will be the main thing. And then getting you connected to some of my cool people that you should know about. So definitely tune, we're gonna have some fun. Welcome to the show, Irina. Welcome to the show, Rachel. Marvin, Alicia, Sherry, Angela, Gail. Looks like we got a nice full party today. Remember, if you're just tuning in, I want to help find you a deal. So go ahead and comment below what it is that you do, right? What your business is, and the type of people you do business with, right? Tell me who it is that is your best customer. I'm going to find you one, at least one today. So all we're going to do here is we're going to play on my little floating ball here. I need to come up with a name with this guy, so feel free to give a name to my floating little black ball here. It's got its own little spaceship. It's pretty cool. So you see this? I'm so excited. I saw this on Amazon. I was like, I gotta get this thing. This thing is so cool. I've always wanted a floating ball. And it's just magnets, guys. Of course, we know how science works, but it's awesome. I was so happy with it. All right, so what I'm gonna show you guys today, I want to give a highlight into one of my gifts that we have on my platform before we start connecting to all of these opportunities. His name is Clyde. What? I'm a little confused. Mr. Floaty? Oh, okay, so you're coming up with names. I like Mr. Floaty. That's a cool name right there, Mr. Floaty. I like that one. That one's at the top of the list right now. All right, so again, guys, if you're tuning in, comment below. This is free networking. So I'm going to have some opportunities connected to you guys. We're going to interview some people on the show. And what's really awesome is this little Mr. Floaty here. He actually is Bluetooth. So this can actually take and make calls. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So I think we're already connected. So we're going to have that get on there. So while we get that tuned in, I will have him call in at a certain time. I wonder if I could call in. I wonder what that would make sense. Cool. All right, so who do we got tuning in right now? We've got Rebecca, we've got Marvin, we've got Andrew. All right, so tell me a little bit about what you do. Love the glowing ball. Thank you very much for that. We talked about that one. Perfect. All right, so while I am waiting for you guys to comment below what it is you do so I can give you guys some shout outs, we're going to talk about some of the stuff that I am doing, because one of the things that most people see from me are the events that I promote, right? I do these ServX events every couple of months, and you guys are seeing how we do all these selfies and we bring all these awesome people out. But that's literally about 1/10 of what I do for the people in my network. I have this membership that I created called Network of Influence. Think of it like a mastermind group / PR agency, right? All in one. And I bring these people into this community and I bring them all kinds of opportunities. And most of it is digital, right? It's focused on bringing people opportunities in a variety of different ways. Live events is just one of them. It's one of my favorite because we get to, meet people. We get to handshake and get people highlighted on stages and just really fun opportunities. It's like a big all-in-one event that we like to do when we put these together. But I did realize that there is going to be a big need for a digital side of things in this membership. It can't just be waiting months to have one meeting to meet people, right? So I decided to create this platform and I call it the Manifestation School of Business. So I created this thing years ago. This thing wasn't something I just came up with. Let me get this thing spinning a little faster. I don't know how to make it spin without making it break, so I'm just going to have it spin a little slowly. But I created this platform as a way to be the digital version of what I do. One of the things that I found that was difficult for the students I was working with, my From Orphan to CEO students, we held 2 From Orphan to CEO events when I first launched this idea. And when we did that, we found out there was this really hard thing called travel that these kids it was almost impossible, right? I mean, we would literally have to bus kids into our events. And that's what I ended up doing at our December event when we had Les Brown, who do we have? Caleb Maddox, Cole and Sanja Hatter from Thrive, Dan Fleshman. That roster was stacked, right? And so I went and reached out to places where we can have kids come in. And one of our event coordinator / producer people was like, hey, I have a partnership with the school. We can get a bunch of the kids out. So we literally bust in kids, but then they were only able to stay 6 hours. Now, I don't know if you've been to one of my events. These are 12-hour events, guys. These are full-day events, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm really putting in a lot of work for you guys. And I want it to be that way so you can really just jam-pack what you need to know from a lot of different industries and make a lot of different connections. Because we're not focused on selling at the events, at my events. Our focus is connecting. We set up a text-in keyword for all of our speakers. They get to get a text back in and say, hey, here's a free gift, some course, some videos, some exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else, or maybe something that you would have to normally pay for through their company. We make and give it to them for free. And then we give them their cell phone numbers. And then we give them contact information. Now they're able to connect and collaborate. That's where that magic happens. Because I don't know if you guys know this, 80% of your sales in your business are literally up to a dozen contacts in or more. All right? Let me put this into perspective here. Let's say you're in front of 100 people you just met, right? You went to an event. You're at a stage. You're doing a live stream. You're interviewed on a podcast. Whatever that may be. Now you have 100 new eyeballs in what you do. All right. Now, these are potential clients. These are people that they should be doing business with you, right? Now, what happens? You then try to sell them within the first 3 contacts. That's what most people do. 90% of entrepreneurs never go past 3 contacts, right? You guys got to really pay attention to this because right now, digitally, it's going to get even harder. It's going to be a lot more than 5 to 12 that it normally is for 80% of the business to happen. We're in a new situation right now, a lot of uncertainty. And if you want to have transactions in your business, which of course all of you watching right now need to, you got to have a way to resonate in today's market. And I'm not thinking today as in it's just going to be like this forever, but you have to adapt, right? And that's something that I've always had something as a backup plan, no matter what, since having my first month in business. Let me bring you back real quick. So 2011, August, okay? August 1st, it's my son's birthday. He's 2 years old. And I am living in the back of someone's garage. They've converted into a 1-bedroom, okay? I had just gotten basically kicked out on the street. I had a week to find a place, and I found a spot 24 hours before I'm sitting on the street with my 2 kids. And that was kind of the moment where I said, you know what? I am done waiting for permission to build someone else's dream. It is time to build my own. And August 1st, we launched my company with literally a bunch of friends from Facebook, a bunch of friends from school that I just said, hey, I'm going to hire you guys. I'm going to train you guys on what to do. And I'm going to show you guys what we need to make this happen. And it was very enlightening. The first month, we almost went under. I only expected about 35 clients. We had over 100, we had exactly 100 clients our first month. Totally overran my design team because it was a customized product we were selling them. It was to get them to learn how to use Facebook back in 2011. And we were building them a little application we would install on their Facebook page, and it would literally turn it into a website right on Facebook. And they loved it. But since we had so many clients on a very small design team, my design team got lazy. And they decided, you know what, let's just give them all the same template. We'll just change the color on each one. And everybody, almost half of them or more, were just not satisfied at all. They were like, what the is this? What is the ball for? The ball does interviews. This thing talks to people. And it floats. It's freaking defying gravity. Ha! That's what's cool about the ball there, Sherry. But I think we're going to name it Mr. Floaty. I like that one that Rebecca Rodgers gave earlier as an example for a name. So this is Mr. Floaty. Welcome to the show. And Mr. Floaty will be doing interviews with our Network of Influence members. Every show moving forward, I'm going to have at least one Network of Influence member that you can talk to with Mr. Floaty. He's going to talk about what they do. It's going to talk about how they can help you in your business. But let's get some shout outs right now. So right now, guys, if you're watching, comment below what it is you do. I'm about to give some shout outs. All right. So let's go back up to some of the shout outs from earlier, and then we can plug in there. All right. So Phil Bartell, he's actually a Network of Influence member. So you definitely want to connect with Phil. He serves entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and professionals of all types build their network through referrals and maintain connections. Let me show you an example of what Phil Bartell does. Because I think this is from Phil directly. Nope, this one's from Tina. Oh, and this one's from myself. All right, so let's give you an example. All right, let's say you're a Network of Influence member. You're going to receive something like this in the mail. Welcome to Network of Influence. It'll give you some coupons. It'll give you some offers and opportunities, and it'll have some nice branding in the back. Always remember, you're too blessed to be stressed. This is what Phil can help you do for your clients. Help them be able to shake hands digitally, but still physically. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. All right, and then we have Sherry, Pure Nature's Design, helping people transform their lives from pain and inflammation. Definitely talk to Sherry about that. I'm not sure exactly what that is just yet, but she's been doing a lot of stuff in the health and wellness space. I think she had lost some huge amount of like 30, 40 pounds in a short amount of time. Won some contests for a company. All kinds of cool stuff. So definitely connect. You can get results. Rebecca Waters, she's a content creator. Promotes businesses through his social media and also podcasts. Interesting. Rebecca, tell me more. What do you do there? Carl. Hey, Manny Lopez. All right, Carl, tell us a little bit more about what you do. She's also a connector, says Rebecca. Transform here, Claudia. Links. I don't know. Don't put links, guys. Talk about what you do. Don't just put links. All right? I don't want links. I was there and it was amazing. I think you may be talking about Cervex. I don't know. What's the ball for? We answered that, Mr. Floaty. What is it called? Cool. Hi, Manny. All right, Kelly DuRoy. She serves the underserved and business coaching. All right, so she does business coaching. Her target market is women-owned, minority-owned, and LGBTQ-owned small businesses. So very, very niche, right? So focus on that. That's actually a good thing to have, guys. Because here's the thing, most people don't realize, I get this all the time. I ask people, hey, who is your customer? And they go, I can help everybody. Okay, we know that. There's always a way to help everybody. But you have to realize the more niche you get, the better. Because here's the thing. Every single person you come across is either going to be your customer or they will know your customer, right? You can get super specific. And everyone you talk to is probably going to know at least one person that they can connect you with, that if you know specifically who you can help, you're going to get massive results, all right? So Definitely focus on getting very, very niche. Hey, I gotta get my ball spinning so slow. There we go. Got Mr. Floaty. I love that name. That's such a cool name. Thank you, Rebecca, for that one. She leverages online presence to help other businesses. Interesting. All right, so that was Rebecca there. Yes, with Les Brown Serve X. Oh, okay, so Les Brown Serve X. Yes, you were there. You were physically there in that location. Way to go, Sherry. All right, so the next order of business. Let me make sure that you guys have my platform, because the business, the networking doesn't stop once I stop going live. You guys see, I go live once a week, once every couple of weeks. It's not a lot. I'm not going live crazy, all right? But what I do go every single day is the Manifestation School of Business. So if you want to find me every day, it's either going to be on Facebook posts, right? I do that all the time. Or it's going to be in the Manifestation School of Business. So if you want this platform, right, it's free. It's completely free. If you don't have it already, just text me the word GIFTS, 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 to my cell phone number, and I'll send it to you right away. So 714, write this down, guys, okay? My area code is 714-369-8528, okay? Text me the word GIFTS, send me your first name, or first and last name, I can save it in my phone. And then if you have any questions, that is my 24/7 hotline, okay? It's free to ask me any questions. I don't charge consulting fees to give you answers, okay? I only charge if you want me to do it for you. That's really the simplest thing. I give away the secret sauce for free. Watch my lives, guys. Watch my content. Go inside my School of Business. See this type of stuff I'm giving away, guys. Look in this one section alone I have is called Gifts, okay? In this section alone, I give over 20 things away. Look, they're all numbered here. Over 20 of them that you can get completely free. No strings attached, nothing but maybe answering some questions at the most part to get access to these gifts, right? One is, let's see, the School of Business. You need to give me your email and your cell phone number to get all of my classes on demand. And I'll even reward you in Manny Bucks to show up to school. You know these Manny, this is the craziest thing. People still don't get Manny Bucks. I've had Manny Bucks now out for over a year. We have over 100 brands that are accepting Manny Bucks for their services. If you don't got dollars, you can literally go into my school and watch videos, YouTube videos. It's like getting rewarded in Bitcoin to watch YouTube. It's almost in that sense, except my digital token is not an actual cryptocurrency. It's just a digital token. There's no up and down bouncing in value. There's no buying and selling on any exchanges. It's literally a digital token you earn by going to school, and I go and negotiate deals to get them to accept Manny Bucks, right? I know how to promote them. I know how to do a lot of really great value just to say, hey, you can come out and hang out in my network and just make sure you're offering something to my students. And what's crazy is that I just tell them to offer it for my students, like just my From Orphan to CEO students. That's what I get them to say yes for, is, oh, heck yeah, let's inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs. These kids, they're hungry to learn. I'll open up my services and Manny Bucks for this. Oh, I can turn around and use those Manny Bucks in my business with other people all day, right? And then they go sign up, and literally 8 to 9 out of 10 of them are opening up to anybody with Manny Bucks. I give them an option. I say, do you want to open it up just to my students, or do you want to open up to anybody with Manny Bucks? And they're all selecting anybody with Manny Bucks. I'm like, wow, very interesting. So we're building a whole ecosystem around this where you can literally stay at home, watch videos on your phone, and get rewarded in Manny Bucks that you can now use for marketing, for lead generation, for mastermind groups, for event tickets. Well, maybe not event tickets right now, but I mean, you can get coaching with millionaires. You can get marketing services, branding services. You can get a lawyer to review contracts. You can get a photographer to do business with you. You can get a video person to create your commercials. You can get a branding person to build your websites. You can get Manny Lopez to build your app. I mean, dude, the power behind Manny Bucks is ridiculous, all right? So just to kind of FYI there, most of you guys have no clue the power behind that, and you got to get into it. If you want to learn more about Manny Bucks, I'll give you $1,000 in Manny Bucks, completely free. $1,000 in Manny Bucks for signing up for Manny Bucks, right? You join my Manny Bucks network, boom, I'll give you $1,000 in Manny Bucks to go play around with. And the whole Rolodex of everybody that accepts Manny Bucks. I mean, here's the best part. All right. Here's how easy I've made this for you guys. All right. If you go to experts on my platform, you see me and Ty Lopez, right? You see me and Ty Lopez, that's experts on my platform. And they're all there. My whole Rolodex of everybody I do business with is searchable by keyword. Who does that? Name any expert out there in the world. Any one of these guru people with masterminds who just gives you their Rolodex. Name somebody. Nobody. Nobody does. They don't even know how to build a Rolodex, let alone give it away, right? I not only can build it, I put it on demand. I give it to you for free. It's searchable by keyword. Check this out. Let's say you want to look for an investor, okay? Just type in the word investor and boom. Look at all those investors. I got like 10 of them. It doesn't scroll. Okay, I got whatever is listed right there. That's all the investors we have. You want to see a lot of them though? Check this out. Look how many speakers I have, right? Let's say I just look for speakers. Look how many speakers we have. It has to keep scrolling. All of these speakers. Look at all these speakers. You can connect with these. What about a mentor? Let's see how many mentors we have. How many people can mentor you? Not many people. That's racist. Not many people use mentor as a keyword. But I bet they use coach. Let me see how many coaches we got. Oh yeah, look at all the coaches. And they're all coached by different keywords, all right? So they'll tell you what type of coach they are. Just check this out. You go click on their profile. Let's go click on one. Let's click on Albert Corey, all right? So you'll see we've got their bio, we've got their keywords, what they specialize in. Let me show you one that's fully decked out with all of their stuff. Hey, Albert Corey, send me your updated bio, man. We need an updated bio. All I got is your video. All right, let me show you one that's totally mapped out. Well, I know mine will be, so that's an easy one. But this is how we fill them out in total. So you've got their social media here at the top. We've got what they specialize in. We've got a video. We've got a bio. We've got Manny Bucks offer. Look at this. Fully outlined, guys. You can call me, email me, go to my website, post a comment, go to my social media, go to my website. Bam! It's all there, guys. That's the power behind what I have built. And it's free. F-R-E-E. Free. $0. I'm not charging you guys to get access to my intellectual property like most of these other people are. It's going to be a different game, guys. You got to adapt. If you're out here trying to sell your courses, please stop. Do not sell intellectual property. Use those courses to capture people who are interested in what you do. Very simple. When you do that, that's going to give you the power to really find and really build a community around your brand of people who already see you as the expert. Okay? Super simple thing to do, guys. Whatever course content you have, it could be your ebook, it could be your YouTube channel playlist, it could be some PDF, it could be an audio series, whatever it is, utilize that in exchange for a cell phone number. Say, hey, I'll give this to you for free. Just give me your cell phone number and start collecting these cell phone numbers. Cell phone numbers have a 98% open rate, guys. Your email. You guys are collecting emails, followers on social media, and hits to your website. What? That's the second place you want to bring them, not the first, right? If I take them to my email list, I mean 8 out of 100 will see my emails. 8 out of 100 of my subscribers. I get all 100 people to say yes, 8 of them will get to see it. Social media, I get 100 new followers, 5 will get to see my post, right? There's not 5,000 people watching my live stream right now, right? I'm going to end up with a couple hundred people watching this live stream by the end of it, but I've got 5,000 friends and I've got 11,000 followers on just this Facebook profile alone. That doesn't count my page with 30,000 more followers. You don't get reach on social media. It's so hard to get reach. And then you have your website traffic, right? 98. Go look at your analytics if you don't believe me. I will put money on this. 98 out of 100 people that are coming to your website for the first time are leaving within 60 seconds. 98 without clicking anything. They just scroll up and down and go, okay, back to Facebook, back to Instagram, back to Twitter, wherever they're at. You got to take into your own ecosystem, right? This is why I created my Manifestation School of Business. I have my own ecosystem now. So I care less if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Pinterest, if you don't do social media, whatever. You can still play in my little sandbox. All right? So very, very powerful. And cell phone numbers is what really changes the game. If I have 100 cell phone numbers and I text 100 people, 98 of those people will see that message within 5 minutes. Powerful. All right? So let's do some more shout outs. But while we do that, we actually have an interview. Let's ready to go. Let's do this. Why didn't he call in yet? All right, let me call him. Let's see if this works. Oh, he's asking me. Do I call you? All right. So I'm going to introduce you to, let me get his bio up real quick because he just sent an updated one in. So let me make sure I got the right bio for you, peoples. Give me a second. All right. Where'd you go? So I'm going to introduce you to this nice young fellow. His name is Justin Cross. Write that down. Justin Cross. So he is going to be speaking at some of our upcoming events. And I want to introduce you to him on the first part so you kind of get a little acclimated into what he does. But let me kind of read a short bio for him. So over the course of 15 years as an entrepreneur, Justin's built an $8 million business. Okay, guys? I'm going to show you how somebody has built an $8 million business. I'm interviewing him right now. From the ground up, yet still felt like the impact he was making was both insufficient and out of alignment with his truth. This caused an inner conflict that sabotaged his sense of belonging despite checking all the boxes in life. You ever felt like that? You ever feel like you're doing so well, you're doing so good in things? And this has kind of happened to me a few years ago where everything was going right, but you just still felt empty. Still felt like you just weren't getting things done. So I can definitely relate to this. This came to a head when literally overnight after being shunned from a mainstream religious cult. He was in a cult, guys. Check this out. This guy's story is amazing. After being shunned from a mainstream religious cult, Justin experienced a loss of his entire social structure, including friends, family, wife, congregation, and even the business that he had built from the scratch. He needed to completely redefine what success meant and build a new framework of beliefs. The process was so life-altering that he began a lifelong commitment to uncovering the pervasive conflict between success and fulfillment. He developed a program that helps business leaders automate the process of behavioral change so they can enjoy the journey despite even challenges that seem insurmountable and still live an inspired life that fosters lasting fulfillment and unlocks their highest level of professional and personal performance. Ooh, that's good. All right, let's bring him in. The first person to ever be interviewed on Mr. Floaty. Oh, let's do it. This is going to be fun. Hopefully it's working. I hope I didn't wait too long and it just didn't. Is it working? It's working. Let's do it. You guys ready? Let me see some wow faces. Get some wow faces going. We're about to have someone who's done $8 million in his business, was part of a religious cult, and he's going to tell you all about it.
Good day, good sir.
Welcome to the show. You are on Mr. Floaty, Justin. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing awesome.
Can you guys hear him okay? Write in the comments if you guys can hear him okay. I have you live right now on Facebook, and we've got a lot of entrepreneurs tuning in. They want to know some stuff about what we just shared. I read off your bio, highlights that I think are pointing out. You did $8 million in business from the ground up, and also were shunned from a religious cult. So we got to know about that. If you guys have questions, I am right here looking at the comments, so feel free to comment those down as well. But Justin, welcome to the show, brother. How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for having me on, Manny.
You're very welcome, brother. So tell them a little bit about the type of people you work with. We got a little bit of your bio. I just read it off from the Cervex bio for you. And looking at what you do, who would you say is going to be the best person to resonate with this kind of message that we're bringing today?
Well, sure. In the business environment, you want to be able to automate your behavior, and that starts at the subconscious level, which we have an awareness of, but we experience this profound disconnect between thoughts and feelings in our life, and that manifests itself in the business environment because we can sabotage ourselves and think almost at a vibrational level, hey, I feel really successful, and I know that I'm really successful, yet we think something different, or vice versa. And so the challenge is, what do we need to do from a habitual standpoint to actually address that and manifest what we actually want to?
I like that. That's really good. So ideally, we're looking for people that are really trying to break into something new. They are stuck where they're at, and they're trying to find a better mentality around success. Would you say that's about accurate?
Well, that's exactly right. Really, I'm looking for people who want to experience lasting fulfillment after success, because oftentimes people get to a point where they've experienced this phenomenon, huge business success, huge breakthroughs, and yet there's this odd phenomenon that occurs, which is, why am I left with this feeling of either despair or feeling like I haven't accomplished what I want to? And then this inner critic comes on and says, why are you not further along? And then there's actual guilt around not experiencing the feeling, right? Because there's a disconnect between success and fulfillment. Success is about trying to obtain objectives, and then the fulfillment piece is the emotional part of actually experiencing it. And so wherever someone is, whether I do coaching clients that are, seven-figure clients, or whether they're startup entrepreneurs, there's this profound space that we all have in common of examining where we are in that spectrum in order to understand how to actually have both success and fulfillment.
Success and fulfillment. All right. So success and fulfillment. I mean, what would you say fulfillment means to you specifically?
Sure. Well, take a look at it this way. There's a direct correlation between this idea of thoughts and feelings, as well as your conscious and your subconscious. So if your thoughts and your feelings are out of alignment, you also have a conscious and a subconscious that's out of alignment, and that's oftentimes because it's not tied to an inspired existence, right? And so here's what that means. So fulfillment happens when you are truly inspired, simply meaning that you are called towards a vision, called towards the legacy that you're building. Visualize it this way: what's literally pulling you out of bed? And if you are not in a place where you truly feel that what you're doing with 90% of your time, energy, resources is directly in alignment with something that's pulling you towards it, that is one of the first things to analyze, and then make sure both your conscious and subconscious are in alignment with that. And that's how you can actually do this thing we all call enjoying the journey. And by the way, this is regardless of faith, regardless of your upbringing. This has to be addressed at a foundational level with your subconscious.
Got it. All right. So then, looking at what pulls you out of bed, when you were doing your business and you did 8 million in that business, was that something that was pulling you out of bed, or was that something different?
And see, that's an excellent question, Manny, because ironically, with my upbringing...
One second. Justin, comment right now on the post, because people are asking, who are we listening to? So comment on the post. Justin Cross is his name, guys. Write this down. Justin Cross. Okay? And he's going to comment on the live stream right now, so you guys can just click on his profile, add him as a friend, look at his bio, see what he does. It's the best way to connect. Well, right now, we're focused on connections, guys. Nothing to buy here. There's no offer at the end of this live stream. It's just connect with the people that I'm bringing to you, right? If I bring them to you, if I'm going to give them shout outs, if I'm highlighting them, if I'm interviewing them, these are people I've been screening. These are people I've been continuously building with, and I want you to know about what they do. They serve the entrepreneur community. They get results in what it is that they teach. And maybe it's not for everybody, right? Not every single person watching right now is going to benefit from exactly what Justin's teaching. It may be completely different to you, but there's a lot of people that I know that are watching right now that this could benefit. And a lot of people that would love to have the resume that Justin has already created for him and himself as well. So comment below on that, and then let's continue on to that pulling you out of bed question that I just asked.
Sure, Manny. And so this is what everyone can relate to here. Even when I had my most success financially, it was all tied to a mainstream fundamentalist cult upbringing in which I wasn't allowed to go to college. I wasn't allowed to date anyone that wasn't in my cult. I wasn't allowed to have blood transfusions. I wasn't allowed to do all these things that were dictated to me. And so here's the point. I had to build a career entrepreneurially around something that would just pay the bills and allow my wife at the time, who I also lost when I was shunned, in order for her to make her spiritual goals. And so here's the profound discovery that I was honestly allowed to have. Through complete shunning, losing your friends, your family, and everyone you know overnight, what happens is something profound. You understand that it is possible to be living a 10, 15, 20, 30-year existence in which you're not in alignment with what truly inspires you. And so I had to actually lose all that. Now, what people don't often know is I made millions and I lost millions, because I realized that's how important it is to take the time to sit back and really analyze what's been driving you at the programmed level, at the subconscious level, before the age of even 6 years old. 90% of our behavior, Manny, is driven by our subconscious. And let that sink in, and think about numbers in your business right now. How much of the manifestation of your outline, of your entire structure of business, is being dictated automatically by programs? And
so write this
how
down,
much
guys.
control do you
90%.
have over the behavioral components of the change of that, and how much does that directly relate to the results that you're getting in your life? And the final thing I'll say is that, so to get inspired, you have to have a rigorous decision in your mind of how high you're going to challenge yourself to know what it is that gets you out of bed, because you have to, sometimes it takes years. That's what I'm saying. It can take a few days, it can take years. But the main thing to do is to actually do visualizations and try to get as much of the limiting beliefs, or what I call subconscious belief patterns, that are negative. They must be removed first. And then the inspired state can show up.
Okay,
because
so let's back it up here.
By those subconscious patterns,
so one second.
Encroach on your ability to find your inspired state. Does that make sense?
Does, yes. But let's back it up a little bit, because I want to focus on some specifics, right? Looking at 90% of your behavior being subconscious. Now, what specifically are some of the behaviors that they have to be implementing? Because you were able to create a business. Let's say we just take the one example of success that you've created, the 8 million that you created in your business. There is something that you've done in your subconscious in that range of whatever you were thinking, however you were taught, your mentorship. What was the difference maker between what you did to create that 8 million in business to what other entrepreneurs are doing today, and they struggle to get to 6 figures?
Well, here's what's amazing. It starts with a decision, and that sounds so anticlimactic, right? But here's the way the brain works with science. Your thoughts become, what happens is you have beliefs, or you have, let's call them decisions, right? And so those beliefs kick off thoughts, which kick off feelings, and feelings become actions, and actions become results.
Okay, hold on. Thoughts to feelings to actions to results.
Together is I decided, okay, I want to have autonomy in my life so that I can, at that time, serve the God that I believed that was the shaping of my entire universe at that time. And the way to get there was I knew that I had to learn how to lead other people, and I knew that I need profitable margins, and I did what's called ask the right questions. Because the thing I want to leave with you, and this is a specific thing to focus on as entrepreneurs, the brain scientifically is not designed to thrive, it's designed to survive, and I'm going to prove it to you. When we ask certain questions certain ways, the brain only can work with the information that it has. It's like Google. Google's not partial. It's going to show you what you ask. So if you only ask, why am I not further along? Why am I not getting the results that I want? Your brain's simply going to give you the answer. However, if you say, how can I create a $8 million business in the next 2 years? What are the specific things I can do this week? Who are the 3 people I can contact in Manny's network that can rapidly supercharge my sales? We have to be asking the right questions and be in the habit of asking the right questions. So that's part of the paradigm. It was making the decision, this is what's going to happen, and then being in an inspired state at that time, and then taking that action.
Okay, pause right there. So there's two things I want to highlight that I want to make sure you guys are writing down. When he said start with a decision, and there was 4 kind of steps there. It starts with thoughts, then it goes into feelings, then it goes into action, then goes into results. And I think it was very, very important what he said, to ask the right questions. I mean, exactly the point of what he had said. If you're asking yourself, why am I not this far along? Your brain's going to give you excuses. It's going to give you answers, and you're going to accept those answers or not. But then if you ask yourself, how can I create an $8 million business? Now your brain starts getting creative. Now it starts coming up with solutions.
And Manny, let me stop you there for a second, because you guys are going to geek out on this. If you Google this term called the reticular activating system, it's the driver that actually dictates behavior and your entire nervous system. And here's why it's relevant. You're going to love this. If you go buy a car, have you ever experienced this phenomenon? As soon as you drive off the parking lot, you notice that car everywhere.
Yes.
That is your reticular activating system focusing. So the question is, like you were saying, Manny, if you've made a decision, you enable that to work for you at a behavioral level to help you focus on what it takes to make that happen.
Awesome. I like that. Cool. And then looking at your business model now, what do you specifically do with businesses? Is it one-on-one coaching? Is you put them in a group coaching format? I mean, how are you getting this information to them? Because you say you help entrepreneurs directly, you're coaching them, you're providing a lot of kind of shifting of the mindset, transformation of the way they're thinking, but how are you delivering this?
Yes, so I offer a core coaching program called Meaning Beyond Money, and it is a 90-day program in which people have me personally coach them, and we literally look at
one-on-one coaching.
Transformation at the behavioral level of your subconscious mind coming into alignment with your conscious mind, tied directly to a clear vision. And all it is, in the most simplest illustration I can give you, is that most people are living their entire existence, Manny, with a radio dial off by just 1 digit. And have you ever heard what that sounds like? You can still hear the music, but something's off. And so I've dedicated my life to studying neurolinguistic programming, Dunning-Kruger effect, all the key cognitive behavioral therapies, psychology 101, metaphysics, neuroscience, because I was desperate to understand, how is it that I can be so successful and still be unhappy? What is driving that? And it's because you have these thought cancers. So we kill those off. We literally eliminate
thought cancers. Ooh, I like that.
The subconscious things that are in our way, Manny, and then we rewire the neurosynaptic connections in our mind without hypnotherapy, without anything that's some crazy out there woo-woo practiced up. My goal is to empower my clients to be their own therapist, their own coach, their own mentor. I do not raise myself up. In fact, I wasted a lot of time doing that in a cult religion. And so my way now of giving back is empowering other people to find meaning beyond money and true fulfillment after success.
I like that. Now, you've put a blueprint together on this. I mean, it's exactly the verbiage I was writing down right now. I'm looking at the submission you did for our ServeX events because if you guys don't know, when people come to ServeX events for speakers, I don't allow them to sell from stage, right? I tell them you have to give away something to everybody in the audience, and you also have to give something away at the end of the event that's got to be worth a lot of money, right? I mean, so we make them give away a lot of stuff. And so one of the ways we do that is we make sure they fill it out online so we know what they have up front. And he's got this blueprint called Meaning Beyond Money. And so how do we get that to them? I don't see it connected as a PDF. I got the name of it, but how do I get that to them?
Honestly, Manny, I was so excited to get on this call with you. I said it's more valuable to get this message and this awareness to the people, even though that's actually still in development.
Nice.
And so I finished it, but it's got to be a certain level of quality, and so I will make that available as soon as it's available. And
you guys will love Justin.
I'm offering 30-minute complimentary coaching sessions to demonstrate what I do, if that's something that's of value.
That's so awesome. You guys will love Justin. He is a perfectionist. Like, he doesn't want to release anything until it's exactly the way he wants it to be delivered for you guys, which is great for you, because then you guys just get to make more miraculous delivery on what he does for you. And that's what I really liked about him. When I first saw his stuff online, when I started looking at how he connects with people, how he talks, and it's just very, very meticulously thought out. And those are the type of people you want in your circle. So, Justin, I don't know if you had commented on the Facebook Live. Have you had commented yet?
Forgive me, Manny. I had not. Well, I wasn't even sure where we're at on that.
Go on my Facebook. So go on my Facebook profile, Manny Lopez 888. You'll see the live there, and just comment on there so my people can connect with you. Because I don't have a way to comment. I'd have to grab the whole phone and move it all around. So comment on there so they can connect with you. It's Justin Cross. I think it's Justin C. Cross, right, on Facebook?
Yeah, and it's justincross.com as well. And is it Manny, you said 8?
Manny Lopez 888 is the profile. So just go to my profile where we're friends on Facebook.
Okay.
So just go to that live stream. Yeah, I go live on there. So perfect.
I'm there now. Look at you go. Okay, awesome.
There we are.
Yeah, I'll just comment right now.
Perfect. So perfect. So at the end of the day, you guys can connect with him. There's nothing to buy here. I don't want you guys to jump into any type of program right now. I just want to let you know how he coaches, right? So he's got one-on-one coaching probably, group coaching programs coming soon. He's putting together blueprints, so he's got a digital version for you guys to learn it on demand at no cost. So this is the focus for what I bring to you guys. You guys, every single one of the people I bring to you, obviously they're going to have services they offer. There's going to have programs that they do. But there's no special deal today. There's no Manny discount offer. There's nothing like that. The idea is really simple. Connect with Justin if you want to learn more about what he does. Get connected to him. Maybe you guys will do business down the road. Maybe not. No worries. But at the end of the day, if you want to learn about thought cancers, how to get rid of those, you want to learn how he's created his business to an $8 million business, the strategies he uses behind that. He's putting together all kinds of stuff he's going to be giving away completely free. So at the end of the day, connect. Collaborate. Find a way to see if there's some way you can learn from what he does. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of really great opportunities for everybody down the road. So look at it as a way to help build your business, whether it's information, whether it's opportunities. So is there anything that you want to leave the audience with, Justin?
Just how important it is to have complete alignment between your conscious, which is the creative part of your mind, which is almost like trying to throw paint on rot, whereas the subconscious level is going to eliminate that rot altogether. And so that's where we have to be. And so I just wanted, sorry, I have a call coming in, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that people take that seriously, because you need all three, the conscious to be in alignment with the subconscious and tied to an inspired vision, which is a whole big upgrade over just a passionate vision, because you're actually called towards and pulled out of bed towards what you're doing.
Big time. Awesome. Good stuff. So I appreciate your time today, Justin. If you guys want to connect with him, he is available right there. I saw his comments come through. Not only can you click on his profile, add him as a friend, but you also have his calendar link right there. So you can literally just book a free call with him. I mean, he doesn't charge you guys for any just education on these topics. If you guys want to collaborate, many ways to do that, but you can learn that down the road. Again, remember guys, 80% of your sales are going to be 5 to 12 contacts in or more. My focus is not to try and focus on the 2% of sales that would happen on the first contact. So you'll never really see me promoting any specific special deal offers, nothing like that. If I connect you to people, connect with them. Get them in your circle. Have them on your friends list. Start following their social media posts. Get connected to their opportunities. So, and if there's a way to help build your business with it, great. Find a way to collaborate. At the end of the day, I think this is a really fun way for you guys to learn about the entrepreneurs in my circle. I'll keep bringing them in from time to time to come share their ideas, their strategies, their topics, and really just an introduction to who they are. So get connected with them. And then we'll come back for another story about the cult. So we didn't get to really talk about that. I want to definitely holler about that more. But for right now, we're going to leave it at that. And thank you for your time, Justin. I really appreciate you coming on today.
Manny, it was an honor, and thanks to anyone that we get a chance to connect with here. Looking forward to more work from you, Manny. You inspire us all.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one. We'll chat soon.
Bye-bye, everybody.
That was it. That was the first interview on the Mr. Floaty. Oh, that was so cool. What did you guys like? Did you guys like the interview? Was that pretty informative? Did you guys get some good insights? If you guys comment below any questions, I will make sure I get those to him. Let me see if there's anything specific that we could highlight here. I see a lot of comments that were coming in. So what people were sharing, a lot of the quotes. Wow, it looks like, oh, geez, like 50 comments or more. It looks like I went too far. I can't even get to all of them. All right, so too many comments coming in, guys. I can't read them all. This will take us all day. Looks like a lot of the highlights. This was awesome. Thank you. We've got glad to see you this morning. You've done exactly what Justin advised. Good job. Thank you. Connected and shared this live. Thank you both. Thank you, Justin. Wow, lots of tons of value. Thought cancers bring meaning beyond money. Yes. This is the idea, guys. It's a focus on connection. Look at what you do in your business and how you can connect and collaborate with other people. And at the end of the day, right, it's just really about finding a way to bring value, right? Everybody has a genius inside of them. We have to realize that every single one of us has a genius inside of us. Think of the things that are easy for you, things that aren't, you just can do in your sleep. And there's going to be a whole thousands, at least, even millions that cannot do what you can do, that would gladly pay to have somebody do it for them. You can do that. If you're stuck right now, not knowing what to do, right? I have one of my friends on Facebook. He owns an MMA organization, a training for kids, young adults, even some older adults as well. It doesn't take on too many of the older ones now, but his business is at a standstill, right? I mean, we can't, congregate, we can't do meetings, can't do live events, and that was his whole business. What does he do, right? I mean, how do you take a situation where everything was going well and overnight everything stops? Went from, the guy averaging $20,000 an event, and he's doing these constantly, I mean, monthly, and this is not happening now. So what do you do? And he was on my phone earlier this week, and I gave him some ideas. I want to give these ideas to you as well, because every one of you can do this. Every one of you have an opportunity to be able to help your business in a little bit more effective way. One of the things I don't recommend doing is selling online access right now. What I would focus on selling is memberships, okay? Create a community around your brand that focuses on bringing a very specific market to your community, okay? Write this down. I'm going to actually show you guys step by step how to do this, and I'm going to leave our show with this small training, this little master class on building a membership in your business. So, the first step of a membership is the audience. Who is going to be the audience? All right? Now, if you guys have any questions on any of this along the way, put them in the comments there. I'd be glad to have many of those answered if I can answer all of them. So the first thing you want to do for your membership is identify the audience. And the audience is the people you serve. You do not charge, okay? This is the audience you serve. We don't charge the served audience. We give it away for free, okay? Now, this audience could be as minimal as a Facebook group, right? That's an easy way to build a private audience, a community around your network. But really, you're putting yourself in a brown paper bag. It's like getting yourself, everyone's got a Facebook group. You're not really much difference, right? So it's going to be hard to monetize that too well, but still possible. So it's a great way to start free. Doesn't cost you anything to build a Facebook group. Great way to begin. The second thing you've got to realize is then the market. Okay, who is it that you're going to monetize? All right, so this is the market that you monetize. Now, who are these people? These are the companies that want to reach your audience, and they do not compete with what you do. Okay, write this down. Your market is the audience that does not compete with what you do. Okay, this is the people that you could refer business to that do business with the same market you do business with, and they don't compete with what you, they're not going to take any away of your customer. It'll actually be an added value to bring them to your market, right? So think about that. That's step one. So now you have an audience and now you have a market. And now let's take an example, all right? So I'll go with what I did a couple of years ago. I created a membership. I called my mastermind group Network of Influence, all right? These little guys are out here. Oh, can't see the logo too well. Network of Influence. You flip it around. That's the logo. So Network of Influence, right? My audience is entrepreneurs that do business with entrepreneurs. That's my audience. That's the market I serve, right? My Manifestation School of Business, that's my community, right? That thing I showed you guys earlier. If you were on earlier, you would have seen this little platform that I was highlighting. Let me turn up the brightness here. But this is my AKA Facebook group on steroids, right? It's got all my Facebook groups in it, and it's got all kinds of other stuff. All my courses, my applications, promote yourself for free. So many things are in this thing, it's ridiculous, okay? That's how I put myself in a blue Tiffany box versus everybody else that puts himself in a brown paper bag. They've got a Facebook group, I've got a platform, okay? Big difference. That's how I separate myself. And I created Network of Influence in December of 2017, okay? Let's follow along how I did this. December of 2017, I made the decision to say, I am launching this mastermind group. Now, I didn't have Manifestation School of Business yet. Let me just put this into perspective. This was not launched until April of 2018, okay? Now remember, I launched this December of 2017, and the platform did not even launch until April of 2018. So that's December, January, February, March, April. 5 months of nothing but an idea and opportunities. So what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to start putting my own community together. My audience, the ones that I serve, are going to be entrepreneurs that do business with entrepreneurs, right? The market, the one that I monetize, is going to be the businesses that want to also do business with entrepreneurs. Follow me? All right. Now, I then find businesses who do not compete with what I do. So I then made a list of all the industries that don't compete with what I do, right? I teach on marketing, automation, systems, okay? That's me. Marketing, automation, and systems. As long as they're not those three things, I can promote what they do, right? Think about that. So I started making a list. And I made a list of about 50 different industries that don't compete with what I do. Accounting, coaching, mindset, investors, media, all these different aspects of what my audience would love, right? But that doesn't compete with what I do, so I can promote them without worry of them taking any of my customers away, right? And then now I need to come up with a name. It's a mastermind group or community, a membership, whatever you want to name it. And then take action, launch. Just like what Justin was saying, the guy that did $8 million in his business I just interviewed. He mentions you have thoughts, feeling, action, and then results. My thoughts and my feelings were to create this program. My action was to put it into fruition. Most people just have an idea, and they talk about that idea for years. You know how many times I have this one guy that calls me every year, and he says, Manny, we're gonna do business, sir. I'm gonna have you help me launch this idea. Da, da, da. It's the same idea every year. It's a great idea. I love the freaking idea, and I wish I could make it, but I'm not the type of person that just takes off of someone else's idea. So I'm waiting for him to take action, and I'll help him. Once it's ready, I'm there. But he never takes action. He's stuck in the idea stage. Don't get stuck in the idea stage. Don't get stuck wishing that this idea can be created, because here's how you do it. You fund it by people who believe in your idea. This is what I did. Starting in December of 2017, I started reaching out to people via Facebook. Inbox on Facebook. Make a post on Facebook. Hit up people and ask them a question. It is all about just asking questions. Every single one of you have thousands of friends here on Facebook, but yet you're over here trying to find new opportunities. You have all the opportunities sitting in your inbox, all your friends list right now. Hit them up, 20 people a day, and ask them a simple question. Hey, are you looking for more customers that are XYZ? The ones that are your audience, right? Okay, so let's break this down step by step. So my audience, entrepreneurs that do business with entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs that do business with entrepreneurs. That's my audience. Then I go to my market, the people I want to monetize, I go find businesses that don't compete with what I do, but also do business with entrepreneurs. So what's the question I would typically ask to qualify them? Let's see. Something like, hey, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Boom. Right? Simple qualifying question that if they say yes, now you have a qualified prospect. They know you have something that is going to bring them entrepreneurs, right? Right? Now you've got their attention. So you ask one simple one-line question to open the conversation. Don't go and say, hey, Mary, do you do business with entrepreneurs? I'm launching a mastermind group, and I would love to have you in my mastermind group. And here's the link to go sign up for my mastermind group. And you can go watch the video on this link if you fill out all the information from my mastermind group. No, just ask one simple question. Mary, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Wait for her to respond. Go to the next person. Michael, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Joe, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Jeff, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Susie, do you do business with entrepreneurs? Right? 20 people a day. You do that with your concept, with the people you do business with, that you're going to bring to your community, your customers, right? And say, look, do you do business with the same market I do business with? What do you do in your business? Do we compete at all? Can we collaborate? Is there a way for us to collaborate? People love to collaborate. People want to be a part of something. People want to be in the moment, right? So I take in December 2017, I start reaching out to people. I say, hey, do you do business with entrepreneurs? They say yes. I say, let's get on a call. I want to share with you an idea. They get on a call with me. I say, hey, I'm going to launch my own community. I'm calling it the Network of Influence. You could join me in this group. It's XYZ dollars. It's going to be XYZ dollars when it's fully launched and up and running, when we've got all these eyeballs on it, we've got all these students, when everything that I'm envisioning is put into fruition. Right now, it's an idea and it's opportunities. I made a simple deal. I say, hey, look, I'm going to add you to my invite list. I'm going to do invites to all kinds of opportunities. Just go scroll through my Facebook and you can see the stuff that I'm doing. I'm going to invite you to these things. You're going to get invites first before anybody else. So all I did was sell them exclusivity. That is a very, very powerful value. You don't have to use a scarce mentality. You just give them exclusivity. People would love to be invited first versus saying you're the only ones that are going to be a part of this, when we know that's a lie, right? I mean, how many times have you seen that? I think it was an interview I did or something recently where they were talking about how they were like, oh, yeah, get in now, early bird special, da-da-da-da. And then by the week before the event, they're giving tickets away for free, right? Because they didn't be able to sell enough. And then the people that bought are like, what the heck? I can go get it for free. Why did I even buy? Right? So you got to make sure when you're doing this, you do it right. I focus on exclusivity. I say, look, I'm going to make an exclusive type of membership. It's limited to 2 per city per industry, and it's going to be starting da-da-da-da, right? That's what I use to launch my program. That's what I use to fund my platform that launched in April, to where today we now have over 8,000 active members, 64 different countries, and the platform's been translated into 22 languages so far. And now my membership is at the price point that I told them that it was going to be at from the beginning, right? I followed through with mine and created mine and did it. And I was able to pre-fund it. Most of you guys are stuck in this pre-fund mode. How many times do I talk to people? 9 times out of 10 people that I talk to are not even my clients every day. I just talk to people that book an appointment on my calendar and I just say, hey, how can I help you? What do you need? What can I plug in for you? And I usually just give them some resources on my platform, some connection to an opportunity, somebody that's connected on my experts feature they need to know. It's usually one of those. But a lot of times I'm talking to people and they're always stuck in, man, if I just had the funding, this idea would be there. So this is an idea of how to fund any idea. Create an exclusive membership. This membership has opportunities that you put in here that they get access to first. Make sure it's valuable enough for them to pay for it. And then that could fund anything. I use this to fund my From Orphaned to CEO project. This is how I funded the entire Manifestation School of Business, how I funded the Manny Bucks project, how I funded ServeX, how I fund everything. It's from a simple membership. It's powerful stuff, guys. So I hope you guys got some great insights there. I hope you guys enjoyed these trainings that I do. I'm going to try and be more consistent. I'm just super busy, guys. I'm sorry. It's for me, I have an open calendar, servewithmanny.com, and people can go there, book an appointment. One of the first things you see on my platform is one-on-one button that they can click on and just book an appointment with me. So I like to make myself accessible. So if you want to have the time where just me and you can have a conversation, you can just ask me any question about your business. Feel free to just text me that question, 714-369-8528. If somebody wants to comment that, to put it in there, feel free to do so. It's 714-369-8528. That is my 24/7 hotline. Ask me any question on marketing, on systems, on automation. Any one of those 3 topics, I got you, all right? And if I don't have education on those 3 topics, if it's something else you need, most likely they're already going to be listed in my experts feature. So I can just point you in the right direction, or maybe you just need access to one of my courses, right? Maybe how to automate yourself, how to clone yourself, how to use Facebook. I mean, I was named one of the best by Facebook when they hit 1 million advertisers. And now I teach you guys how to use Facebook with no ads. I use no ads, no billboards, no radio spots, no TV spots, no SEO. All of what I do is organic, and literally almost every single client that I have brought on this year has come through Facebook. Just free posting on Facebook. If you want to be able to generate business using your social media without selling, go scroll through my Facebook. If you go look, Angelique, 2 people put it in the comments. So 714-369-8528. But scroll through my Facebook, guys. I am a living example. I'm fully transparent as to what I do and how I do it. Please copy me. So many people are out there just wasting their efforts on social media. They're trying to throw them into some webinar to sell them. They're trying to put them into some ebook. They're trying to sell them. They're trying to sell them their books on Amazon. And you're going to get some sales here and there, yes, right? But it's not going to be long lasting. It's not going to build a real community. Most of the people that would have done business with you, you turned them off because you burned them already by just slamming offers in their face all the time. You'll never are going to see a specific offer for me to sell you, unless it's like, hey guys, we just launched the event page for a She Overcomes event or a ServeX event. That's like the only time you'll actually have a link that will then tell you something that you could actually buy. Everything else is normally just free, right? I don't need to sell publicly. You guys really need to understand this. You don't need to sell publicly. You could use the inbox to do all of the marketing that you do. Let me just show you an example. I do a live like this, giving away free strategy, giving away free stuff. What is the name of that cool bot in front of you? This is Mr. Floaty. This is Mr. Floaty. He floats. He's defying gravity as we speak right now. Yes, he's my new interviewer. So when I'm interviewing our network of influence members, they're coming through this audio. It's actually a Bluetooth speaker, so I think it's really cool. I just never had a floating magnet thing before, and I've always wanted one. So I'm just a little kid at heart. That's what I do. But looking at your business, guys, and this is where, see, this is why I hate doing this ADD stuff. I just get so distracted, and then I'm lost. What was I just discussing? Jeez, I can't remember. I don't know why that happens. Every time I just get off track, I'm just completely lost. Like, what was I saying? I know I was discussing about not selling with offers by using social media, the inbox. Yes, the inbox. So all of my business happens in the inbox, guys. Nobody is buying off of a link I put on Facebook. Realize that. Nobody buys off a link you put on Facebook. They will buy the inbox links though, because now it is personalized, right? It's not just, hey guys, anybody and everybody can get this, buy it now, right? You're not selling Doritos, okay? You're not selling something that's just a simple commodity. Most of you guys are selling a customized process of transformation. And if you're going to sell that type of process, you cannot do it by just selling them publicly and thinking everybody on your friends list should be buying this, because only 1 out of 20 get to see it. 1, right? And those 1 out of 20, is that even your customer? That makes no sense. So what I use Facebook for is to qualify. Notice what I do on Facebook. I'm asking questions. I'm getting you guys to promote yourselves. All of these little things you do, like when I told you at the beginning of this live, guys, comment what it is you do and who is your customer so you can get shout outs and promotion. So I exchange my value of shout outs and opportunities and exposure for your business for you to answer questions for me that qualify. Now I'll know, is this person somebody that I could help? Is this person I can connect to one of my other members? Is this person that I should be collaborating with in some way? Do they have services I should be getting in my business, right? If I can understand what you do and who you need to be connected with, now I know how I can bring you value. Everybody has that. There's something that everybody can go and connect with that says who they do business with and what do they get and their results. What can they deliver for people, right? So focus on that. Use your social media publicly, what people can see publicly, because most of the time, I mean, here's the thing. I guarantee you, most of you watching right now could not explain half of the stuff I do in my business. You couldn't even explain half of it. But yet some of you have been following me for 5-6 years on social media. What's with the phone number? 619. Is that your phone number? Anyways, so looking at what you do, you got to see a structure of publicly serving, giving it away for free, telling people what it is that you do, and privately bringing opportunities to monetize, right? If you want to collaborate with somebody, you want to sell a mastermind, what I do, like an example, if I'm selling something that's in my business, I'll use a question on Facebook to qualify people, right? I won't go and tell everybody about the opportunity. I'll tell nobody about the opportunity, right? I'll ask a question looking for the right person for that opportunity, right? Like I'll say something, I'm looking for speakers and coaches for a very specific project. Nothing, right? Or I've got a TV show project I'm doing, or I've got an event coming up. Is anybody looking for an X amount of opportunities? Something where I am looking for the right person, not to tell people about the product or the service. Remember this. This is very important. When you're on social media, don't tell everybody the full-on opportunity. Tell them something. Like, think of your social media as kind of like you're texting, right? When you text them, you don't just give them everything, right? You ask a question. You qualify first. Let's see who's interested and who could even fit the right spot for this, right? You can't work with everybody. So that's a very important factor that I like to mention. So hopefully this could resonate with you guys. Hopefully you guys got some good insights from this and what you can take away. I'll try to be back with another live stream this week, hopefully. And then we'll do some more stuff. So Friday, I have a live event on Friday. So put this down in your calendars, guys. March 27th. So only for the people that are live right now and the people that are going to go about an hour plus into my live stream when they watch the recording will get this. But publicly, I don't think I'll be sharing too much about it. I think I'm only going to be texting about it. So Remo, if you guys were on the platform, I was interviewed on, or not interviewed, I did a little keynote on last week on their official live stream. I'm going to be hosting ServeX digitally. It's supposed to be happening this Friday in San Diego, which is obviously not going to happen. But we are going to have a digital ServeX through the platform called Remo on Friday. So, you know Manny. Manny doesn't like to do what everybody else does, so you're not going to see Manny doing Zoom calls for networking. Manny will be doing Remo for networking. It's a very powerful, unique platform. You're going to see a lot of entrepreneurs using it very soon because, you know, monkey see, monkey do. So, you know, whatever I put out there, you're definitely going to see a lot more people utilizing it. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a platform for entrepreneurs that is like a Zoom on steroids, right? Think of it like a bird's eye view of a banquet hall. You've got circle tables everywhere, like 15 circle tables. You got some lounge couches. You've got a stage. You've got videos. You've got ads, like banner ads, you know, kind of like retractable banners in a sense, digitally. All on a platform where you can jump around table to table, conversation, instead of just being muted on one big platform. Like you're seeing one screen for the whole time and no networking, right? So ours is really focused on the networking. So if you like action takers networking at ServeX events, think of action takers networking digitally, right? It's going to be fun. So I'll let you guys marinate on that for a couple of days. If you have any questions, reach out to me, text me. My line's always open. And if you want to set up a call, servewithmanny.com is the best way to guarantee some one-on-one time with me. So have a great day, everyone. Always remember, you are too blessed to be stressed. Have a great day.